Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my May favorites and fails. So this is going to be a short video today. I didn't try that much in May, but this is a video I do every month. I come back and talk about the things I tried in the previous month, things I did a first impression on, things I may have done a full review on, and then things that I tried off camera so I can give you what I think of it now that I've had them for a little while. And if you're new here, my name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a definite soft spot for indie makeup and high-end makeup, and I tend to take a pretty analytical approach to my content and my makeup reviews and my makeup collection as a whole. So I have new content every week, and I'd love to have you subscribe. Okay, so like I said, this will be a pretty fast video. I only have a couple eyeshadow things, and this seems to be the month of fragrances. So I'm gonna talk about the ones that I got samples of or small things for and talk about those, but that's pretty much it for this month. It's gonna be a quick video. Let's start with one thing that is an update on last month, and this is the Well People Pore Detox. So I included these in last month's video. Really hated most of, like, half the products that they sent me. Talked about that in that video. I have grown to really like the mascara. It can be built up pretty well, so it can either be a pretty natural mascara or, you know, a little more dramatic. Really do like the mascara. No complaints about that. And it's a drugstore mascara, so that's great. And then this is the Pore Detox Niacinamide Serum. I'm not sure what this did, if anything, but my skin has been looking really nice lately. And this went empty a few days ago. I used up the whole bottle, and I don't know if I'll rebuy it. So we'll see what my... Bean, are you okay? Sorry, my dog's just ate dinner now, and she's feeling rowdy and wants to play. So she's literally right behind me with her toys. This is like $20, so I'm gonna see what my skin looks like over the next few weeks now that I'm not using it, and see if there's like I'm more oily or my skin's looking worse, and then I might buy it myself. But I ended up it felt nice, and my skin looked really good for the last month or so. So it might have been this, I don't know, but I liked it. So I think for $20, it's worth a try. And then I've got a bunch of fragrances. Oh, I finally have been using the Tower 28 mascara as well. I think I mentioned that in the other one. I hadn't tried it, but I have tried it. Really do love it. It's what I'm wearing today. I've been wearing it most of the time lately. I have it and my eyelash curler and my makeup bag that I take to work with me in case I feel like doing makeup at work because I don't wake up in time. But yeah, really like this. I don't like it quite as much as the Isamaya, but it's half the price, so I don't know, but I really do like this. I understand why it's gotten so much hype. And if you're wondering about my makeup, I did film this video. I finally got my Natasha Denona Yucca palette. I have a very in-depth video that I just filmed. It's like an hour of footage, probably will be like a 40-minute video. Swatches, swatch comparisons, talking about the name and like theming behind the palette, pronunciation, etymology, that kind of, you know, taxonomy stuff that I'm a fan of. So as an evolutionary biologist, so that video should go up before this. But maybe not, because that one's gonna take a lot longer to edit. Okay, so I have a bunch of fragrances here. Two of them were gifted to me by a friend / subscriber, and I'm very grateful. I've not worn them because these feel more like false winter scents to me, but I'm excited to wear them. I might wear one of them. I'm going to see Joni Mitchell this weekend, and I might wear one, I'm not sure. But these are the two fragrances from Fenty Cosmetica, and they are really nice, really strong. Like, I opened the box and you could smell them. But this is, I might have mentioned these last week. I don't think I did, but this is the Druid scent. And I've sprayed it. And so no, I did wear the Druid scent. And it is very woodsy. It is exactly what you think a Druid scent would be. It's very earthy, it's very piney. There's a lot of pine there. Really excited to wear that. I love that kind of fragrance. And then I did try it actually, I'm remembering now. The Rogue scent. And it's really interesting. It's kind of smoky, it's kind of spicy. If you've smelled like the Jazz Club scent from replica. It's not exactly the same like that, obviously, but that kind of vibe, that like smoky, night out, sexy vibe. Really intrigued by that one. I did wear both of them once, I'm remembering now. I then also got this in a Sephora bundle during the Sephora sale, but this is Missing Person. And I've worn this a handful of times. You can see I've made a tiny dent in it. And I really like this. It's really interesting and unique. I don't know if I will buy a full size of this, but I could see this being someone's like go-to signature scent, you know? Just not me. I think my signature scent is Byredo Mojave Ghost. It just smells like crisp desert. As someone who's from the Southwest and the California desert, it just feels very like homey and like natural to me, and I think it's expensive, but I'm gonna buy it. I've gone through a sample of it, and now my husband wants it too, so I think that's worth paying the $300 for. But this is really unique. You'll have to look at Sephora to look at what the scent notes are, because it's kind of hard to pinpoint, but it's a really interesting fragrance. I understand why it got a lot of hype on TikTok. And then the other thing that I got, fragrance-wise, was I spent $40 for a sampler from DS and Durga. So I've smelled some of their scents before. There's a little boutique in Seattle, in my neighborhood, that sells their perfumes, but not all of them. And so I've smelled a bunch of them there. I've sprayed some of them on me and wore them throughout the day after shopping. And my best friend bought her husband one of them, and maybe two of them. No, just one of them, I think. And it is amazing. He has the scent coriander, and I want it. I want it as well. It's really nice. So I ended up getting a sampler because it's $40, but then you can use that $40 towards a full size, so it feels worth it. And I got these 4 little samples, and I've already made pretty big dents in some of them. The reason I bought this was because this scent is not available at the little shop, and it might be the one that I use the coupon for, and it is Steamed Rainbow. So this one's really unique, where they each scent, like there's three scent, like a couple scents in the top, a couple in the heart, and a couple in the base, and each one is a letter of the Roy G. Biv. So like red something, orange mandarin, like it has all of them. And they describe it as smelling humid, like clean, humid air. And that is really what I get. It's not the longest lasting. I would say it gets me through most of the workday, and if I smell it's on my clothes, I can still smell it. And there's like a faint smell, and then I get home, I can spray some more on. And I'm fine with that. I also only do like a spritz because I don't want to overpower anybody. But it does. It smells clean and humid. And I don't know how another way to describe it other than it is clean and humid with like a little bit of citrus, and then it ends and dries down to kind of a violet note, like a humid violet. It's so interesting. I think that might be the one that I buy. The other ones are Yasmin Yucatan, which I've sprayed on me there before, and it just smells like the Yucatan, like it smells like jungle plants and humid air and a little bit of floralness. I've seen some people say it's really floral. It doesn't dry down super floral on me, but there is a bit of a jasmine scent that it does dry down with, and it's really unique. And if I had unlimited funds, I would buy multiple Byredo scents, and I'd buy like 6 from them. And I probably will over time, but really nice. And then I got Italian Citrus, which is really nice. It's very summery, and I think I'll use this up over the summer. I don't know if I'll buy it, but it's very bergamot forward and very citrusy, and it just smells warm, and I really do enjoy that. And then the other one that I'm considering getting with the coupon is Cowboy Grass. So this one, it also just kind of feels very natural to me as someone from New Mexico and California, and I've spent a lot of time in other deserts. Like Eastern Washington, it smells like, instead of Mojave Ghost smells like a California desert, like clean, crisp air and like a very specific scent. This smells more like a prairie, but also kind of deserty, like what I would like. I don't know. It's just really interesting. It's similar enough that I don't know if I need both, but I probably want both, and I really love it. And this is the other one. So I'm really torn. steamed rainbow or cowboy grass, but I'm gonna get one of them. So all I have left are a couple palettes and the Trixie eyeshadows. So let's start with the Trixie liquid shadows. I just posted my video for these a couple days ago. No, that was last week, so it's been like 4 or 5 days. These are really great. I've worn each one of them now. The one I was wearing in that video, Spoiled, is definitely the most sheer of them, just like in the swatches. This is very purpley blue, purple to blue, and this one's very much pink to gold. A little more opaque, really beautiful. These, I would say the closest thing, it's like a hybrid of the About Face fractals, but the formula is thicker and like nicer than that. Because I'm not really, the fractals are okay, but I'm not a big fan of the About Face liquid eyeshadows. Even my best friend has tried them now, and the fractals can be kind of patchy. There's just not enough there. This has enough there, so it's not patchy. Even if you use your finger, like if you use your finger, it might patch a little bit, but you can layer a little bit more and it blends beautifully. And then they dry down and they just last all day. So it's like if you mixed, I'll talk more about this when I do my full liquid eyeshadow video soon, but it's like kind of like the Pat McGrath kind of like the About Face, like it's just really nice, and I'm really excited for them to make more shades because I really enjoy these, but they're all a very specific vibe. So if they come up with like a green or a yellow and like some neutral-y shades, I think they could really expand that and be great. Okay, and then I've got 3 palettes, and all of them were gifted to me. I did buy some makeup in May, but it's all now arriving. So the first is the Rogue palette. I did do a video using this. It was the Something Old, Something New video. This was gifted with those fragrances from a friend / subscriber. I've used this off camera a couple more times. Really enjoy it. I really like the formula. It's not my absolute favorite matte formula, but it's really good, especially for an indie brand, and in their price point, I think it does really well. It's really pigmented, it blends really well, layers well together. Yeah, I have no complaints about the mattes. And then the shimmers are all really beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna use this a lot in the winter. I've only used it 2 more times because I'm just not in the mood for these tones right now. Although I do want to use this one again, this matte specifically. But I feel like this is going to be a go-to winter palette for me. I just really like the Fenty Cosmetica formula and brand theming. The owner, Jordan, is really nice. We live local. We don't live that far. It's like a 20-minute drive to where they live, across the lake. So be interesting to maybe meet one day or something, because they seem really nice. But highly recommend. Even though I didn't buy this when I bought the other palettes I have from them, and I recommend all of them. And then the last 2 things were both from Nomad Cosmetics. So the first is their new palette, the Okavango Safari. I have a video up with this. I've used it off camera a bunch more. I love it. I would say the Natasha Denona, I say this in my Natasha Denona video, because I do a bunch of comparisons. The Yucca palette is more, it's just an olive palette. It is brown olives, yellow olives, green olives, but it is olives. This, people were comparing them a lot and like, oh, you buy the Yucca instead, or you don't need that, buy this. This is cheaper. This is $20 cheaper almost, because that's $69 and this is $42. This is much more neutral. So you've got cool neutrals, warm neutrals, and then you've got these greens. You've got an olive matte that is a pretty good dupe for one of the Natasha shades, a lime, and then like a true green. And then you've got these 2 greeny shimmers, a lime and a more olive bronze. But then the rest is neutral. So it's like neutral with a pop of green. And I think it is one of the best neutral palettes that's come out in a long time. I think this is great. And I'm very thankful they sent it to me. And it is maybe my new favorite Nomad palette. So I do have a code with Nomad. It's not affiliated. It's just bones. It saves you 10%. So this is a permanent palette. It's not going away anytime soon if you're like waiting for a sale or waiting to save up, but I definitely think this is worth checking out, because it's $40, but like after a discount code, it's 30 something. And I think it's worth that price. The other thing is another Nomad palette. It's an old one that they sent me because they knew I didn't have it and I've been wanting it. So I wanted it and I saw it was on sale, and I think it still is on sale. And I was like, oh, is it being discontinued? Should I buy it? And they were like, oh, no, it's not being discontinued and it's gonna be around for a while, but we'll send it to you anyway. So they sent me the Orient Express palette, and I've used this twice now and I love it. It's now up there in my favorite Nomad palettes already. I love the theme. You've got the 1920s, the train itself vibe. Packaging is cute. I might keep the box for this, and I don't normally. Same with the other one. And you've got this beautiful felt. The details on this are so pretty. I really hope they don't discontinue this ever. It's just so good. And then it's just so pretty. This Venice shade is kind of similar to the vibe that I have on my eyes today. I love that you have the London, Paris, Venice, Istanbul. You have like the train route there. You've got some more rosy neutrals here. You've got more just neutrals there. You've got the pops of green and yellow. It's so pretty. And even like this, I know it feels stupid, but like even this brown bar 3674 is so pretty. It's like the perfect one and done brown shimmer shade. Just put that all over the lid, blend the edges with one of these mattes, call it a day. I've done that. It's great. And I was talking to them about how like I'm so excited about the brown and how it feels stupid, but she was saying like, you know, there's that little bit of gold there, and to really add dimension, they added like speckles of silver and stuff. Like it's really pretty. And I've just been in a basic, boring mood lately, so as I wear bright green, all of these shades, but really thankful that they sent this to me. I was gonna buy it, but I'm glad to save the $40 because I don't make a lot of money and don't make a lot of money on YouTube either. So really love that. Really happy to have it. And I can't wait to do my updated Nomad ranking at the end of the year already. So that's everything. Let me know what you think. Oh, I mentioned this in my Natasha Denona video, but in case this goes up first, I did get finally my Odenzai order. Did do a comparison with this one to Natasha Denona, and this one, it looks really beautiful. It looks more like I'm gonna wear it more in the winter, but happy to have it now. And I'm gonna film with these this week, so let me know what you'd like in the comments, because I can do like 2 looks with each palette or something. It might take me a couple days to film that because of work, but let me know what you would like to see with this. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Those likes and comments and everything really do help the algorithm and really help my channel. So I really appreciate that when you do that. And I will see you in my next video.